I went on holiday to Sharm el Sheikh, came back, was extremely ill, went to my doctor, went to A&E, and eventually got diagnosed with having E-Coli 0157, which put the fear of God out of me because it can be lethal. And while I was lying in bed, I knew that I had never left the resort, so while I was in my bed I decided to look at no-win, no-fee solicitors to see if I could at least get the cost of my holiday back. And I googled no-win, no-fee solicitors, and by pure chance it came up with Thompson's, and I phoned them and they asked me where I worked, and I said the NHS. They asked if I was in the union, and I said yeah, and they said well I would get my services for free. The girl couldn't have been any more helpful. She said she didn't know if they dealt with that type of claims, but she would go away and find out and get back to me within the hour. They phoned me back within 10 minutes and said yeah, they would take on the claim, they needed further details. She then had quite an in-depth conversation with me, took a lot of information, and then somebody else got back to me at a later date telling me I had to come in and see the solicitor in Edinburgh. My lawyer Tracy was absolutely fantastic. She was so enthusiastic because it was something that she really wanted to do. She told me about the previous claims she'd been working on and how that was her sort of baby, that she liked to look into laws of foreign countries, and said that she would do her best to get through it, and she explained every part of the process to me, even what the pitfalls could be, how they would come back and argue with what Thompson's were saying, and she was absolutely fantastic. I would recommend her, definitely would. When it finished, Tracy sent me a letter, and I was absolutely elated with the figure it was on the letter. I gave her a call and said to her, what do I do now? I was really excited, and she sort of explained how everything was graded in terms of depending on severity of the illness and everything, and that she wasn't quite expecting the outcome that I got either, so I was absolutely delighted. I would recommend Thompson's. They were professional from the first phone call right through the entire service. I never waited any length of time for any update on what was happening. I never had to ask for an update, and in fact actually have already recommended one friend to the company.